The other day I saw a video of this man running a 5-minute mile, Mr. Steve Spence. I was amazed at how he glided through the run, finishing in 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Here's the thing, he's 54 years old and he's run a 5-minute mile, get this, 41 years in a row as of 2016. That to me is an incredible accomplishment. It's an amazing accomplishment to anybody. And watching Steve run this mile in under 5 minutes, he inspired me to start thinking of a goal that I could train towards myself. When I was in high school, I ran track and field, mainly competing in the 400-meter run on April 15th, 2008, and at 58.89 seconds, which was good for 23rd place in my city in this particular meet, but it was only the first meet of the year and I had 5 more weeks of training before it was time for the important competitions. And exactly 5 weeks later, I ran a 52-second flat 400-meter, putting me 4th in all of Southwestern Ontario for my age. What I'm most proud of is being able to drop 7 seconds on a 400-meter run within 5 weeks. Because over that 5 weeks, me and my friends did the most intense training I've ever done in my entire life. We ran every single day together after school, and we made a pledge to run at nighttime as well. So I know that from some intense training, you can get incredible results. I'm going to start training to run a 5-minute mile, and I'm not going to stop until I do. And I'm so excited for this that I'm going to start right now, today. All right, so I'm out here at the track now and I'm about to see what my first mile time is. If I had to guess, I'd say 7 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. After watching a bunch of YouTube videos, I found that was a pretty good, decent average, and I'm kind of in shape, but I certainly haven't been running much lately, so this is going to be a challenge. All right, so I'm back. I've already rested for 5 minutes after that mile run, and that was difficult. Like, my hamstrings are firing right now. My shoulders too, they hurt. I ran that first mile in 7 minutes and 22 seconds, and I still had a bit more in the tank, so I'm looking forward to this. I think a 5-minute mile is possible within a few months. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you later. My training protocol for this challenge is, well, let's just say different. It goes against all modern training principles. I'm going to be running just 1 mile per day, and that's it. Sure, the 5-minute mile is a milestone that I'd like to achieve, but a huge part of my motivation is to prove how easy it is to make great improvements with small but consistent effort. And 1 mile per day is small and consistent. It's exactly that. 1 mile is something that everybody can do because it only takes about 10 minutes from the moment you tie your shoes to the moment you're back on the couch watching Netflix after a great workout. Hopefully this can inspire you. Let's get to the training. So it's the first day of training and I come out here to this beautiful mess of a track. There are puddles everywhere, which means, I don't know, I can't really run on the track because I'm afraid to fall and hurt myself. So I might have to just run on the field back and forth. It hasn't even rained here in like 3 weeks, so my luck is just unfortunate right now. And I feel like there's always something trying to get in the way of my plans. But when I looked outside the window this morning, I said, I'm not caving. I committed to this and I'm coming today. And here I am. So we'll see how this workout goes. It's definitely going to be fun. All right, so today is day 9, and I had a little bit of a setback this weekend. On Saturday, which would have been day 6, I was out playing baseball, and I slightly injured my hip flexor. Very, very slightly. So I actually thought I wasn't going to be able to run today, but luckily I ended up feeling good enough. And today I did a 6:47. And I think there's a number of explanations for this. Number one, I probably didn't go all out on that first time trial. Secondly, I hadn't run in a long time, so over the last 9 days, I've been able to kind of get my, neurological processes back of what running should feel like. But I think I'm gonna have to take it very slowly so that I do not injure it again. So I cannot believe how fast time is flying by. I've been running now every single day about a mile for 18 days straight, and it seems like I just started yesterday. So I think it's day 18 today, and I'm doing another time trial here at the track just to see if I've improved a little bit more on this 1 mile run. Now, usually when I train, I don't clock it because there's a little bit too much pressure there, and I don't come to the track to run. I just run around my neighborhood because all I have to do is put on my shoes, go outside, do a light 3-minute stretching, and then I head out and I run a mile. But today I have a pretty outrageous ambition. I'm going to aim for a 6:20 mile, which is another 20 seconds or more off what I did just 9 days ago. And I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm excited to try. That was tough. So when I do these time trials like I did on day 9 and I did on day 18, I really leave it all out there on the track. I go 100%, I go as hard as I possibly can. Well, maybe like 99%. But because of this, I don't enjoy doing those time trials at all. I can appreciate the idea of leaving nothing in the tank to the point where you are collapsing over in exhaustion. There is something admirable about that, and people who can do that day in, day out, I envy them. But if I were to do that every single day that I ran, I would absolutely hate running and I would want to stop immediately. So that's why on my normal day-to-day runs, I only go as far as I feel comfortable doing. I only push myself to about 85%. If I go any harder than that, the pressure is going to take away the joy and the fun of running for me. And if there's anything I've learned about building habits over the years, it's how important intrinsic motivation is to staying consistent long term. If the process is too painful, it's too difficult, then I'll end up failing sooner or later because there will be this buildup of distaste for the habit inside of me that one day will explode and I'll say, you know what? I don't have the discipline to go running today. I don't feel like it and I'm just not gonna do it. And one day turns into 2 and turns into a week and turns into a month. And then eventually I'm completely off track. This has happened to me multiple times in my life when I try to force myself too hard to do something. But when I don't push myself too hard and I focus on the enjoyment of the process, I become addicted to it. Right now, I need to run every single day, not because I feel like I have to, but because I want to. I love that feeling of improvement without it being too uncomfortable. So my advice for building habits then is to find that sweet spot where you're still seeing improvements, but you're not bending over in exacerbating pain. I'm all in on fostering intrinsic motivation and enjoying the process. And while this may bring me suboptimal results in the short term, I am certain that it is the correct long-term decision. And I guess with this challenge, only time will tell. All right, so I've been training hard the last 10 days. It's day 30 of this challenge now. And it's been a quick 30 days. And I think I started off at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And the last time that I ran, I got 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So I've been improving a lot over the last little while. But to cut another 15 seconds off over the last 10 days, I don't know if that's possible. I'm aiming for 6 minutes today. We'll see if I can do it. Regardless, I'm gonna keep training until I can get that 5-minute mile, so yeah.
future, that future, that future, that future.